Hello friends, my name is Hamid. Today I'm working on this Frigidaire induction range. The customers' complaint is they were getting e11 error code, flashing here, beeping, and the oven would not work after that. So the very common problems are the EOC, which is the part number this, and it looks like that. I'm going to show you from the back here. And the customer also complained they were getting that error code after running the self-clean. This unit also comes with a steam clean option and self-clean option. I do not recommend using any of these. A steam clean is the worst one because you get a lot of moisture going from the back here, and it hits the display overlay. And once you get moisture on this overlay, that causes the e11 error code or a stuck key or short key. And then there's two solutions you can do this. The proper way, the professional way to not get a recall back is to replace the whole assembly, which is the part number this. Or if you want to do a temporary repair, you can use a hair dryer, peel off this overlay from this control board, clean it really good, reinstall it back, and sometimes that takes care of the problem too. That's the cheapest way, inexpensive way, and you can save a lot of money. But to do this properly and not get a recall back, if you're a technician, you have to replace the whole assembly. And to replace it, this panel is at the back of the unit. Unplug it completely from the wall outlet, or you can turn it off from the breaker. And the way it looks from the back, it's held by, that panel is held by a 1/4-inch screw. There's 6 of them. You remove this back panel, and then after that the overlay and EOC is in front of you. It's held by 4 screws. You can use Phillips drill bit, 2 on each side. You remove that, but before removing these screws, I would disconnect it. This is the connector. You have to press on the tab. It has a tiny tab in here. When you press on it, its mouth opens, and then you will be able to remove and disconnect it. All of these yellow wires comes pre-installed from the factory. You don't have to disconnect them, but this wire and this wire, you can remove it, remove the control panel. The new one, when you remove it, the new one also comes with a plastic protector. You may want to remove the plastic from it. You can see it only if you look close by like that, like look at it very close, and then you will be able to see a plastic. You peel that plastic off, and then you can reinstall it back in. Make sure it lines up. So you're gonna add your 2 top screws first, but while holding it with one hand, and with another hand you're gonna work on it. And then the 2 bottom screws, you reinstall it back in. Add your wires back in. If you don't know which wire goes where, usually you're not going to make mistake, because this white one goes on this left hand side, the yellow goes on the right hand side, and they cannot reach. From this side it cannot reach here, or from this side it cannot reach there. So you're not going to make mistake by removing these wires. They only have one spot that goes there. Other than that, put your panel back in, replug it. It's going to work perfectly fine. I plugged it in. As you can see, the unit seems okay. I'm also going to show you the tech sheet. This tech sheet is usually located at the back of the unit in that plastic envelope. You can always reinstall it back in. And the F11 error code. It's asking you if you do all the testings, follow whatever it's telling you. If you follow everything and you're still having the same problem, replace your interface board, which is the overlay, and of course this is the part number. To get the correct part number, it's very important to have your model number. You can find your model number from the bottom drawer by opening it, and it's located right here. If your model number is the exact same thing here, you can go with this part number. But if it's not exact same thing, but your oven looks similar, please follow your model number to get the correct part. Thank you.